You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. And be sure to smash that like button. So with week 0 in the rearview mirror, we also have updated Heisman odds as we start the season. This was Yahoo who kind of broke them down into tiers. And I think they actually kind of nailed it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of easy to break it down into tiers when you have the betting odds. But here's the favorites. Dylan Gabriel, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe, Jackson Dart, Will Howard. Will Howard, of course, the former Kansas State quarterback who's now at Ohio State. He's at plus 1,400. Dylan Gabriel leads the way, the Oregon quarterback, at plus 600. I'll continue to say this. I think Oklahoma's screwed up. You can clip this. You can come back and laugh at me. I may prove to be dead wrong on this. But I am giving you this opinion based on the experience I've seen at LSU over the last decade. Zach Mettenberger came highly touted. His first year as a starter, good. Got better at the end of the year. Second year as a starter, boom. So the same thing with Joe Burrow. 2018, good. Got better through November. Then we saw what happened in 2019. Jaden Daniels. 2022 was a very efficient player. LSU won 9 games. 2023, Heisman. I understand Oklahoma had 5-star Jackson Arnold waiting in the wings. But you had the sure thing. The year you're coming into the SEC and you told that guy who won 10 games for you a year ago, you need to go because we're playing the kid. And I get it. You're thinking long-term, upside, make the 5-star happy, all that stuff. But you're also coming into the SEC and you're going to be playing a green quarterback against that schedule, and that's why your projected win total is 7.5. So I get it, but I don't get it. I think it was a dumb decision. And I think Dylan Gabriel is going to go have a great season at Oregon, and I think Jackson Arnold is going to take the lumps that you would expect for a guy that's starting for the first time, and a young player starting for the first time. The next tier, Cam Warden out in Miami, Nico Iamaleava at Tennessee. I got that down, by the way. How you like me?
I was about to say, that was good.
How you like me now?
Iamaleava?
Iamaleava. Got it.
About that.
Nico Iamaleava.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times real quick. I can do it. Iamaleava, 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 Iamaleava. Give me a ding. How you like them apples, bruh? It
was good.
Up here, pop. Just say there, Muse. I can't throw a ball, but I can say the Tennessee quarterback's name. Nuss, Riley Leonard, Avery Johnson, who's now the quarterback at Kansas State, and then Connor Wegman are in that next tier. I'm a little surprised. So the name I'm a little surprised is Miller Moss. The USC quarterback is in the long shots. And the reason I'm a little surprised, he's there with Noah Fafita from Arizona, Cam Rising, DJU, who's now out, Cade Klubnik, and Jaden Maiava, who's also at Southern Cal. He's a transfer. I'm surprised Miller Moss is so low and is a long shot because what are the unwritten prerequisites to be a Heisman winner? What are the unwritten prerequisites to be a Heisman winner? Give me some feedback.
Team success.
Quarterback. Good
stats. Yeah.
Right?
Brand. Playing for a brand.
Sure, but work with me here on all that as we get into the nuance. I'm saying like prerequisites, you got to be there. RG3 won a Heisman because he put up stupid stats and played quarterback on a 9-win Baylor team. Jaden last year. One thing I know about USC and having Lincoln Riley as a head coach, they're going to sling it, they're going to move the ball, and their quarterback's going to put up stats. They always do. So Miller Moss, I think, Miller Moss should be, in my opinion, clumped in the same number as Nussmeier. And that's why I think this weekend's going to be fascinating because we again, whatever you today as an LSU fan feel about Garrett Nussmeier, SC fans feel the exact same about Miller Moss. 4-star, high-profile guy, waited his turn, sat behind a Heisman winner, got all this experience. Now it's his turn. Had a chance to start in the bowl game, blew up, threw for nearly 400 yards. I mean, it's the same story for both guys. So whatever you think today about Nuss, they think about Miller Moss, except they got Lincoln Riley running that offense, calling plays. You have a new offensive coordinator. Now, I think the world of Joe Sloan. I think he's going to be fantastic. I genuinely do. But we know Lincoln Riley is. That's a given. He's done it. He's proven it. He's produced Heisman-winning quarterbacks and won and had great offense wherever he's been. So Brian Kelly today was asked about both guys in a similar situation. First, the experience of having had Nuss around this long.
Yes, I would say that, having a quarterback that has been in the system for the last couple of years, that knows what it looks like, what it's like to be in an SEC battle, is certainly, and has played in a game against a pretty darn good defense. I think that, those things make you feel a little bit more at ease going into these games. But openers are difficult, right? You practice so much, right? And then you got to flip it to performance. You have to execute at a high level in your opener. So I think every coach has that uneasiness in the opener because they don't know exactly what you're going to get when you flip that script. And, with Garrett, he's been in games. He's started games. He's played 4 quarters. So there's a better sense, but, we've got to play a little bit more football.
We will only get the answer to these questions when they actually snap the ball and play 12 games. Like, it's why this week, when you woke up today, I don't know if you were like me. When I woke up today and it was Monday of game week, you kind of got the butterflies. Because you can go through fall camp, you can go to all the practices, you can go to media days, you can have all the talking head conversations you want. But now it's time to go play. Like all the things we've talked about and opined about, we're about to find out who's right, who's wrong, and then you assess there. Brian Kelly on Miller Moss.
You're really taking a lot of, what they did in the bowl game because, you've got a couple of weeks to prepare, right? And they had some time to really kind of settle in on what they felt his comfort level is. Now he's grown from there. He's had a spring practice and he's had, another 2.5 weeks. So, there's going to be more to the offense. But, you're going to take what Coach Riley has been successful with, and then you're going to look at their offensive structure and certainly begin to build your plan accordingly.
What that plan is, I think, from LSU's perspective, is going to be play coverage initially, try to cover man and bring pressure on Miller Moss to see how he deals with pressure and hope you hold up on the back end and your assignment sound. I think the worst case scenario for LSU is if that doesn't work and now you're dropping numbers into coverage and you're trying to play true with your defensive front, and they can't hold up. We don't know the answer to that. I hope they can with that LSU defensive line, a very veteran defensive line. I don't think you have all-conference or all-America players in the defensive line. But if you can affect Miller Moss at the line of scrimmage, that just, if your secondary struggles, what's the best way to help your secondary? Pass rush. And they've gotten creative in the ways they do it. We'll see if they can. Boy, it's going to be a lot of fun on Sunday. I'm looking forward to getting there, man. Be in that number. I'm sure a lot of you will as well. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.